Did you know that the prevalence of obesity has dramatically increased in recent decades? From 1975 to 2014, global rates of obesity, defined as a body mass index of 30 or more, surged from 3.2% to 10.8% in men, and from 6.4% to 14.9% in women. If trends continue, it's estimated that by 2025, 18% of men and 21% of women worldwide will be obese. Interestingly, since 2006, the increase in obesity in developed countries has slowed down, yet the rates of morbid obesity continue to rise. As obesity rates climb, so does the worldwide economic burden of managing it and its complications, estimated at roughly $2 trillion annually. Obesity is not just a personal or cosmetic problem, it has far-reaching consequences for individuals and societies. What's more alarming is that obesity in children has mirrored the trends in adults. From the 80s, there's been a significant rise in childhood obesity, though thankfully the trend has slowed down in the developed world over the past decade. However, the situation is far from uniform across the globe. In some countries like England, while the overall prevalence of childhood obesity has stabilized, the situation remains dire in the lower socioeconomic groups. Meanwhile, in countries like Ireland, while the number of obese 7-year-olds has decreased, the divide between advantaged and disadvantaged areas has widened. The implications of childhood obesity are severe. Obese children are twice as likely to become obese adults, thus raising their risk of developing life-threatening health conditions such as cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. They also face immediate health risks like fractures and hypertension. Childhood obesity is a serious issue that demands our attention as it can lead to significant health problems in adulthood. So how do we measure obesity, particularly in children? It might seem like a simple question, but the answer is quite scientific. We use the body mass index, or BMI, as a key metric to assess obesity. Now, in children, BMI isn't used in the same way as in adults. For them, it's adjusted for both age and gender. Different organizations have different ways of defining weight status categories in children. For instance, the World Health Organization uses standard deviations of BMI from the mean. If a child's BMI is more than 2 standard deviations above the mean, they are classified as obese. On the other hand, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, uses BMI percentiles. Here, a child with a BMI in the 95th percentile or higher is considered obese. Understanding how we measure obesity is crucial in identifying and addressing this global health issue. We need to know how to quantify the problem to effectively tackle it.